Hey guys, so let me see if I have my Bluetooth off here. There we go. That should be off. Okay, so if that's off, alright, good. Anyway, so that's off. As you can see, we're by the fire here, chopping up some wood, and I got to thinking, what's the difference between you like somebody or you love somebody? Now, I do not remember who said that. It could be either Buddha. I think it was Buddha. I'm not quite sure. And so when somebody asked this individual what exactly the difference between like and love somebody, he simply responded, when you like a flower, you simply like it for a while and then pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. If you understand this, then you understand life. And to a point, to me, that's true, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. If I like something, then, I casually or slowly over time would not endure the love of it anymore, or the like of it anymore. I would simply forget about it. But, or may reminisce about it like once in a while. But if I love something, I will do whatever I can to keep it, help it grow, and teach it lessons. Well, not it, but it could be future spouse. There we go. The only one I could teach lessons to right now is my son. And in a way that makes sense, because he's the only one that I'm trying to provide a future for, henceforth watering the plant. He's my flesh and blood. I love him. Other people can have a kid, but simply not love him. They just simply don't share the same type of love that you give to, say, your other kid. Maybe you wanted one, but instead you got twins, so. But regardless of the matter is, you can still like a child, but never love it, and vice versa. You can love a child, and watering him to me would mean essentially provide for that child, make sure he has a roof, make sure he has food, clothes, give him the best future possible, so that way he can grow up to be a successful man. And he doesn't have to make it major. Yeah, you can set the bar way too fucking high sometimes as a parent, and then the kid comes short, and now you're all pissed off. Whatever my son would wants to do, I will support it either way. And hey, you know what? If he turns out gay, which I, it doesn't matter to me. He's only about 3, so it's gonna be a while. I would still love and support him either way. Henceforth, watering the flower. And you can like a child, not simply want it, but you can like it. And sometimes, some parents, I'm not saying anybody, it could be every parent that is like this in this world that we call paradise. Um, you can abandon it, put it in a group home, and completely forget about it. And let somebody else try to raise that young child or that young boy or whatever, girl. It could be the same thing. Try to raise him towards their expectations to where he will grow up and be a great man. And they're watering you now. But the one who plucks it away can also regret it. Because I know there's mothers or fathers that would call their, kids, it would be years, they would call their kid and tell them, hey, how's it been? I'm sorry that it didn't work out, but I want to show you how great my future is now that you're not here. And starts showing off, or I guess, her best riches. Saying how simply
having a kid and giving it away can make somebody else's future so bright that they will be willing to brag about it to their kids and state that their future is a hell of a lot better without you guys in it. Henceforth, they're the ones plucking you, but you can also pluck them right back. And this I did do, and this I don't regret doing to an extent. But my birth mother called me, and I was already 18, had a kid on high school, was about to graduate, and acts like nothing happened. Alright? That was alright to me. But then she would not even talk or say anything for years, and then the next 2 years come up and say, oh, I want to see your kid, and then leave. She called me one day, and if I kept showing her this behavior was okay, and if I kept showing that I loved her, which, don't get me wrong, I do, but not as a mother, I simply just told her, look, you are not answering the main question I asked you to, even though I may or may not know the reason to, because I know the reasons that these other kids have been in this situation, but please tell me, why? And she would not tell me. There were times she would either change the subject or think of something quick on the spot and give a bullshit excuse, but you know what? What I told her was simply this: I'm sorry, but I am no longer your son. You left me when I was young, and you only talk to me whenever you want to brag about something that is good. No, you're no longer my mother. I know you as, and I will not state her name in the safe, and the you know, keep her private. Simply, look, you're not my mother. You are so and so, and I have a mother. She is a nurse, and again, I will not state my mother's name either because, well, you know, safety and permission, stuff like that. But, I have this mother. She raised me when you couldn't. So she's here. She's my mother. You are so and so to me now. I do regret saying it, but at the time, it needed to be said. I needed to. So, again, watering the flower and plucking something out. I guess I learned the difference that I used to love my mother at one point, but I had to do it. So that thought got me really thinking, and so did that quote. And I wanted to see what your guys' interception of the interception version of your thinking of this quote specifically meant to you. There could be plenty of examples out there, plenty of them. And honestly, I don't know them all. I only came to know this one because, well, I thought about it on the spot. And plus, I'm near the fire, so I'm nice and warm. Alright, guys. Well, I will talk to you guys later on another perhaps deep thought or just out of randomness. So, yeah, my name is Diego, and have a good night, good morning, good talk, whatever you may be doing while you're watching this, cooking breakfast, going to work, whatever. Have fun, stay safe, and live life to the fullest. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom.